Hi, we're going to talk about CRA Third Grade, concrete, representational, abstract. Guess what? It doesn't happen in a day. This is something that should be woven throughout your unit of study throughout your year. Remember, it doesn't say that by November 5th, all third graders will know how to multiply. It says by the end of the year, third graders will understand how to multiply and divide within 100. That's the goal. Keep your eye on the prize. When I'm introducing multiplication, you have to use concrete. That's a no-brainer. You have to use concrete manipulatives. So I use mats. Like, look at this mat. This is a great mat. It's just an empty 100 grid. And now we can set up arrays. I use 10 frames. People sleep on these. I use a 10-frame grid, and you can download this, that has 10 frames. So now my kids can look at equal groups. And we can act it out, and then they can erase it and draw it, or draw it next door. So I could say, oh, we had 2 boxes, we had 2 donuts in each box. If we counted it, how many would there be? 2 plus 2. If we multiplied it, we'd say there's 2 groups of 2. And how much is that? It's 4. And then I'd say, write the multiplication sentence, write the addition sentence. And then I'd say, okay, let's draw that, like in these 2 right here, so we could see what that looks like. Let's just sketch that out. So here it's physically 2 groups of 2, and here's pictorially 2 groups of 2. And then I want to write the equation 2 times 2, or 2 plus 2. So do you see concrete, pictorial, abstract? Then I go on and I teach arrays, and I show what that looks like as an array. And then I say, okay, I want you to draw that array. And then I say, I want you to record that equation. Again, I've gone concrete, pictorial, and abstract recording the equation. And then I'm going to play lots of games so we have lots of practice. One of the things that I like to use besides the multiplication table is, wonderful for looking at pattern. And Steve Wyverding, he's so brilliant. He has this whole interactive multiplication table. You should check that out. But I also like wheels, just in terms of easy reference, because kids can, some kids get lost on that multiplication table. They don't know where they are, where the numbers are. But the wheels, you look at the wheel that you need. You're looking at your 3s, look at the 3 wheel. You're looking at your 4s, look at the 4 wheel. So I like wheels, so you can download wheels here. I also think it's really important that kids do understand that skip counting pattern. Remember, patterns are part of the practices. So giving kids skip counting sticks and having, but it's not a chant. A skip count is, we start skip counting even in kinder, but sometimes kids think it's just a song and they just be chanting along. They don't have any idea what they're doing. They should understand that we are quickly counting quantities. So when you're skip counting with kids, I would always show them like what we're doing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I want kids to see that this is a way of counting something. And then there's also these are the multiplication tables. And again, it's kind of like the wheels. They're individualized. So if I need to know my 8s, I can look right here. These are more like reference. When I use them when kids are playing games and there's a checker, I'll give the checker a multiplication table or multiplication wheel so they can check really quickly. But that whole idea of concrete, pictorial, abstract in 3rd grade, these are some of the ways that can look. And then, of course, using visual flashcards that support that understanding of the representation and the connection to the abstract.